Hello, I'm Adam Green, a technology journalist, and I'm joined by Robert Hryniewicz, Director of Product Marketing for AI at Cloudera. Robert, thanks for joining me today.
Hey, Adam. Glad to be here.
Financial services firms have invested heavily in generative AI. Has there been enough of a payoff yet in terms of cost reduction or income generation? And are executives starting to be more demanding in this regard, would you say?
Absolutely. So we've seen a lot of the GenAI use cases already have a huge payoff. We have a customer, OCBC Bank. For example, it used to take them about a day to create a financial note. And that could have sources of tens of hundreds of other documents that they would have to pull in. So for an individual, it would take about a day to compile all those sources, to then draft that document. But now with their internal agentic flows and processes, they can draft that note in as little as 15 minutes. Most of the time actually takes of selecting the right sources for your data. And then the large language models and the visual language models, they take all of that data, combine it, they quote unquote reason through it, and they provide an outcome. So it's a huge time saver in this specific use case. But even taking something much more simple, having just a basic document summarization or AI assistants, Q&A chatbots that just can pull all the data and visualize it for you. Or perhaps they write, use natural language such as English to then generate a SQL code to access a database. Something that, for anyone that's done joins, inner joins, outer joins, and knows the complexity, that is a huge time saver. So all of these different tools are already having a huge impact. But then ultimately, the biggest piece, especially when we come to the next stage, which are the reasoning models, and you might have seen some of the previews with, for example, or for models from ChatGPT and others, those type of models take a lot of time on the inference side. So the key is, how do you not only maximize ROI, but how you also minimize the total cost of ownership. So then having the right architecture that can have that inference running, whether it's intermittently or constantly 24/7, basically, on the amount of requests, and then minimize the cost while at the same time being able to speed up the answers, deliver those results so that everybody's satisfied at the end of the day. That is critical. That is key. So not only thinking about security and control and consistency in all of this, but also scalability is sort of the key element to then see a good return on all of those investments that these financial firms make.
Thank you so much, Robert. It's been great to speak to you today.
Thanks, Adam.